since the beginning of June, but they really need to play well over these next 2 weeks because they can't afford Tarek Skubal to just go away in free agency without getting something for him unless they really go for it and try to win it all.
Yeah, the fan base, you owe it to the Tiger fan base if you're playing well to hold on to Skubal. If you're not, you probably would be moved.
It's a huge decision. Here's a fly ball down the right field side. Adele with a long run gets there and makes the catch. Good play by Joe, and a long way to go to retire Vierling on that foul pop-up.
Really under control. Good route by Joe Adele on that one too, getting and going towards the netting where he is playing too. He's playing well off that line. He sees where he's got to go, tracked it under control. Nice play before he runs into the netting. We've seen him go over that short wall, but that's a little bit further down in that right field line. Bring back a would-be home run.
A little more ground to cover there with that ball wide toward the line. A good play by Adele, and here is Kevin McGonigal, the talented rookie infielder, as he swings and misses. Doesn't do that a lot. He walks a whole lot. McGonigal's game has been determined based on his contact making. 60 walks against 56 strikeouts in his rookie season. More walks than strikeouts so far.
And hitting .282 versus lefties.
He was really, along with Trout, the only non-Phillies that got any sort of ovation at the All-Star game this week, with the introductions that took place before the game. A huge ovation for Trout, who has long been loyal to his Philadelphia Eagles and yours. Swing and a miss by McGonigal. It's 1-2.
I really love what they did in Philly for him too. I mean, we said it often. It doesn't matter if you're from there or not. If you're not wearing that uniform, generally you're going to get your fair share of boos. But he got this tremendous amount of cheers for him. That was great to see that for Trout.
And McGonigal got a nice hand as well, being from the Philadelphia era. He is a huge fan of Chase Utley, and he plays the game like he is. 1 ball, 2 strikes. A weak swing and a miss, strike 3. And Detmers with the slider retires McGonigal for his first strikeout.
It's 2 pretty good sliders already tonight, seen from Detmers, and he hasn't got as many swings on that pitch of late, but that's a good sign. When you strike out a guy that doesn't strike out, get a chase like that. It was all important because he showed enough as far as throwing his fastball there against him, but also then finish him off with a nasty slider.
So Detmers has retired the first 2 Tigers. As far as McGonigal goes, 23 of his strikeouts now this season have come against a left-handed pitcher. Here's Dylan Dingler, an all-star for the American League as well, taking ball 1. Ball hitless. It was kind of an offensive-less all-star game for the most part. There wasn't an extra base hit even until very late in the game when Miguel Vargas of the White Sox hit a home run. And here's Dingler with a fly ball that falls in front of Adele. It's a 2-out single.
Yeah, he just went with that pitch right there. Even going back to that strikeout by Detmers against McGonigal, he had a high spin rate on that one. He threw that one a little bit harder too, his slider, which was good to see that one.
Talk about bullpen games sometimes leading to problems for offenses. Well, that's like the ultimate bullpen game, the All-Star game, when you've got the best pitchers in the world, one right after the other. It's amazing anybody gets any hits.
When you get that 1 inning, you know you're going to have to throw 1 inning. You're going to throw as hard as you can because, hey, I'll tell you what, they do remember that. Fans remember when you're a pitcher, you give up.
In regard to Vargas hitting that homer off Robleski in the All-Star game, Robleski was the only guy that went back out for a second inning, and he gave up the home run in that second inning of work. So not sure why Dave Roberts stuck Robleski back out there for 2, but that's how it turned out, and that was the 1 home run we saw Tuesday night.
Well, they call him the Shark, and he's trying to sneak back out there.
2 balls and a strike on Torkelson. But it was a pretty good all-star atmosphere in Philadelphia, especially during the home run derby.
I've never seen anything like that home run derby. When you're booing hitters up there, when they hit a home run, you're just literally booing them because they're facing Schwarber in that.
2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss on a high heater, and it's 2-2. Jordan Walker didn't care. He went on a tear there at the end of the final and took out Schwarber in front of the Philly faithful.
Yeah, that was a pretty good moment for him. We'll see him next week.
Yeah, the Cardinals will be here starting Monday. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Torkelson. Fly ball toward the right field side again. This one will stay in fair ground for Joe Adele, and he has that to end the top of the first. Zach Neto starts it off, swings and misses on a first pitch cutter. That has been a go-to pitch for Melton this year. Opponents are just 2 for 32 on that cutter against Melton this season. He has found a grip and a pitch style there on that pitch that has made it close to unhittable.
Now, when you think about how much he gets to swing and miss. Usually you think of cutters, it's towards the end of the bat or on the handle of the bat for some soft contact. He's getting a lot of swing and misses. This is barely any contact, good contact at all.
No balls, 2 strikes on Neto. And a breaking ball lifted to center, and that's a base hit. Actually, that was the cutter. It was only the 3rd hit allowed on Melton's cutter all year, and it was an 0-2 pitch that Neto just smacked through the middle.
Yeah, that was right down the heart of the plate, right in the middle part. The defense behind him, he's around the strike zone. He doesn't walk many guys. When you look over at McGonigal, we talk about how well he hits. He's got 5 defensive run saves at third base. He's played a number of games at shortstop too, so he's an outstanding defender all the way around, whether it's shortstop or third base for McGonigal. McKinstry, Lee, Torkelson over in the infield. Dingler, who's an outstanding defender himself behind the plate.
Oh, nice hand for the now 12-time All-Star Mike Trout as he takes ball 1. Maybe the coolest thing that we saw Trout do during his All-Star participation this week was take part in that Sandlot montage that they had with all the kids riding their bikes onto the field. That incredible ceremony celebrating America's birthday with Ray Charles screaming out America the Beautiful in the background, just like in the Sandlot. That was awesome.
Yeah, they did a great job. I remember him giving hitting lessons when he was a kid wearing a Tug McGraw jersey. Love that too.
Yeah, I noticed the Tug
so cool.
McGraw. That was cool. 2 balls, no strikes on Trout. 2 balls, no strikes. I guess they'll auction that off at some point. You're gonna buy it?
Yeah, I'm right in on that one. No question.
2 balls and no strikes on Shonwell. Maybe Boyd will buy it. You know, he's got the money after all these years in TV here.
Yes, he does.
Talk about a throwback. Boyd is in the booth with us. That's a strike to Shonwell. 2-1. Boyd spent many, many years in Vin Scully's booth at Dodger Stadium. Vin's right-hand man. We're happy to have Boyd. We really threw it back to have Boyd up here.
Well, Vin was here for the '89 All-Star game too.
He did. He said he made sure Bo Jackson said hello.
Yes, he did. 2
balls and 1 strike on Shonwell. Now ball 3. What a cool All-Star moment that
Bo
was.
Jackson says hello.
With Vin Scully and Reagan in the booth together.
That ball was crushed too by Bo.
Off of Rick Russell, who started the 1989 All-Star game for the National League when he was with the Giants then. 3-1 on Shonwell. And there's ball 4, so a couple of base runners.
Well, when you go back to his last 19 games for Shonwell, .338 batting average, 2 home runs, 5 doubles, and OPS of .896.
And it's been a good road here for Shonwell. He's really done a lot of the things we talked about that would make him a success at this level. He's been patient. He's been driving the ball when he can. He's been taking his base hits the other way when he gets into those 2 strike counts. It's exactly who you expect Shonwell to be. And he's been that guy of late. Jorge Soler looks at a strike from Melton.
He's throwing a lot of those cutters early on.
Had some zip to it, 95 on that last cutter. It's quite a bit above his normal cutter, which averages out about 91.5.
You know, he's got that adrenaline going too.
And went to Canyon High School. He was actually a catcher there. San Diego State was the one that turned him into a pitcher.
Wait, just look the way he throws the baseball here. You got to feel why he would be a catcher. Just that delivery. It's more of a short arm delivery.
1 ball, 1 strike. When San Diego State recruited him, they saw him throw 1 bullpen and they said, okay, you're a pitcher now.
Yes.
And he said, okay, and I guess I'll do that. And he's been a pitcher ever since, and it's worked out. Now he's a big leaguer and a pretty good one.
I think that's what makes his cutter so effective, is that delivery he has. You throw back at Ken Hill, the way he threw the baseball. Even Lucas Giolito, the transition, he had that longer throwing motion and shorten up his delivery and his arm motion.
2 balls, 1 strike on Soler. That's ball 3. So Melton, after
To see that, he's a little bit better than Mark. The stuff he did on the mound was incredible.
Well, for a couple of years, the bird was the word. Ball 1 to Josh Lowe. Didn't last long for Mark Fidrich, but it was quite a blaze of glory while he was out there.
It was. I got to see him a couple times when he had old-timer games back there. I had a chance to talk to him. He definitely was. He was out there a little bit.
Swing and a miss by Lowe, chasing a cutter that was down and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Josh Lowe has one of the 6 grand slams the Angels have hit this year. Chases another one out of the zone. That was a
4-seamer at 99.
He's throwing way harder than usual here so far tonight in the first inning. He's resulted in a single, 2 walks. Trout lined out. And now ahead of Lowe, it's 1-2. Lowe stays alive.
He will throw a split finger changeup. Throws that quite a bit to lefties. His curveball is pretty nasty too. I mean, all hit. He's had some long, tough at bats though, Josh Lowe. Nice play on the carom. Good little rebound.
Good throwback fielding crowd here as well at Angel Stadium. The Angels in their throwback uniform. 2 strikes as Lowe chops it to the right side. Play to second base. No, is going to first. Lee thought about it, did everything but throw it to second. Gets the out at first as a run scores. Neto is in, and the Angels are 1-0 lead.
You'll take that because now you have 2 guys still in scoring
position for Adele as well as he looks at strike 1.
You go back to that situational hitting. He gets the job.
For Lowe is 22nd of the year. Adele's driven in 53 on the season. No balls, 2 strikes the count. Talked about Melton being amped up. He's thrown 2 of his 5 fastest pitches of the year in this first inning.
.95-mile-an-hour cutter. The cutter before that got a lot of the plate. That cutter he threw to Zach Neto. Middle part of the plate 0-2 ends up scoring.
You throw the cutter that hard and all of a sudden it's Corbin Burns like at that point.
Still think it goes back to that arm motion he has. It really works well for a cutter.
A lot of pitches in this first inning for Melton. 26 so far. 2 walks. A run is in.
He's got a tremendous spin on his cutter too. A high spin rate for a cutter.
Really looks like a slider from here. 1-2 as Adele rolls it. JuLy goes to get it, and with a quick throw ends the inning. Angels set